Gigi and welcome back for another video. So first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody that has had a look at my part 1 collection video. It was a long one, and thank you for everybody that come and joined in on the premiere of it. It was the first time I ever done anything like that on my channel, and I was super surprised that you guys come and hung out with me. I had so much fun speaking to you in the live chat, so I definitely want to do that again with my part 2. And also I wanted to say a massive thank you to such a great response for my come by with buy manga with me vlog. I had so much fun making that video. It was kind of awkward going out in public and speaking to a phone, because that's essentially what I film all my stuff off of. So yeah, it was really weird, but I enjoyed it. So thank you guys for all your support. I am so grateful that you liked it. I'm so happy that you guys enjoyed it, and if possible I will look into doing more of those type of videos. So yeah, but you're not here for me to talk about all that stuff. I just wanted to say thank you guys anyway. But let's move on to what this video is about, and that will be a haul video. So I haven't picked up a whole lot of manga this month. I've got about 18 volumes, which isn't a lot compared to what I have hauled in my last couple of ones, so it's not going to be as long, hopefully, but you know I talk a lot, so it might be long, so I apologise in advance. But yeah, it's not going to be, the next couple of months probably aren't going to be as big as my previous few, purely because I'm no longer furloughed, so I'm back at work now, so I don't have the excess funds that I had previously. But yeah, so let's just get straight on into the haul. Also, before we do start the haul, a lot of this is going to be like josei and shoujo, because I went on kind of a shoujo binge this month. Don't know why. It just ended up being that way, plus pre-orders that were delayed during the last couple of months due to the pandemic have arrived, so yeah, bear that in mind as well. But yeah, let's get started. So starting off, this haul is actually not manga, it's an anime box set. This is part 2 to what I got last month, and that is the Magic Knight Rare limited edition by, I cannot think of who it's by. Is it All the Anime? All the Anime? I think it's by that. But this is a really, really nice release. The first part of this release came with a little booklet with kind of stills from the anime. This came with some actual art cards, and they are really nice stiff card. So yeah, they're quite nice quality, to be honest. And it was only, I think I only ended up paying like £35 for this set, which is really good considering without it being an early kind of pre-order it would have been, I think if I remember correctly, like £60, so a little bit expensive. But I'm super happy I have finally got this in UK release, which means I can now watch the entire series. I do believe this entails the entire anime, both part 1 and part 2, but don't quote me because I haven't actually watched the first part yet, so yes. Now to the manga. So next up is a series that's relatively new to the collection. I've only got 1 volume previous to this one, and that is Prince Freya. I have in fact read this volume, which is a rarity from the stack that I'm going to show you. But I have actually read this. This volume had me all kind of emotional. It had me upset and then happy, because Freya is like kind of coming into her own a little bit, but towards the end I definitely wasn't ready. There's a whole lot more in this than what I was expecting. So to start off with, I thought it was going to be a little bit like Yona of the Dawn. Yes, it kind of is in a way, but it does not have the amount of action. Like, The Owner of the Dawn does not have the same amount of action that this has in here. There is a lot more blood, there is a lot more death, there's a lot more corruption in this. than there is, I think, than I've read so far of Yona, and I am absolutely loving it. I cannot wait for volume 3. I have in fact pre-ordered volume 3 and volume 4. If you guys want me to do a separate review on Prince Freya, please let me know. I will try and make it as spoiler free as possible, especially volume 1, because something happens in volume 1 and you're like, oh, my heart was not ready for this. And honestly, I had that kind of same feeling for this, especially towards the end. My heart was not ready to be ripped out and thrown away. So yeah, that is volume 2 of Prince Freya. Next up is a series that I hauled in my vlog, but I wanted to put in this one anyway, just to do the whole sort of like month together, and that is Everybody's Getting Married volume 1 and volume 2. This is a josei title. I am yet to pick up volume 1, but I will do that next month. I've heard such good things about this and I just couldn't resist it when it was like £3 a piece down in my local comic book store, i.e. Dave's Comics. But yeah, I can't wait to get into this. It's only 9 volumes long, so I'm looking forward to it. I've heard such great things. I know Margaret from Adorkables read this. I believe that she's enjoyed it. So yeah, I can't wait to see what goes on in this series. Next up is a series that is new to the collection, literally a couple of days old to the collection. I read volume 1, when was it? Sunday? I think it was Sunday evening, or maybe Monday. I can't remember. I think it was Sunday. Yeah, it was Sunday evening. It doesn't matter when I read it anyway. So I read this volume like at the weekend, and as soon as I finished volume 1, I was just like, oh no, I need to order more. So I went on Amazon and ordered the next 2, and that series is Requiem of the Rose King. I've got volume 1, 2 and 3. This story I was not expecting to enjoy as much as I did do. Ayakano's art is gorgeous, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my post that included one of her previous works that I've got of hers, which is Otomen. Her art style has come on so much since Otomen. I can't believe how gorgeous and how dark it is. I was not expecting half of what happened in volume 1, and hence why it made me want to get the next 2 volumes. I haven't sat down and read these 2 yet, but oh boy, volume 1 was a ride. I can't wait to see what happens next. I believe we're out at volume 13 in English, so I'm a bit behind. So you can probably bet your bottom dollar that within the next couple of months, or probably next month even, I will be caught up, because if I'm going to enjoy the next 2 volumes as much as I enjoy volume 1, I just need to catch up, guys. So I would definitely give that one a read if you haven't. It follows, it's to do with like the War of the Roses. It's definitely a medieval tale, so do bear in mind, obviously we're in that era, that time period, which means there's going to be a lot of fighting, a lot of blood, a lot of gore. If you don't like that, then probably stay away from it, but I like that kind of thing, and you guys know that, so there's no point in me saying that. Next up, I don't think I've hauled this one. Yes, I did. I hauled it in my previous vlog, but I'm putting it in this one. And that is volume 4 of An Incurable Case of Love by Maki and Joji. You guys know how I feel about this series. Me finishing off at volume 3 annoyed the hell out of me, so I can't wait to pick this up. I'm probably going to do a reread because I can't really remember what happened from volume 3. But I'm super excited to continue this series, and I can't wait for volume 5. The next 2 series are shonen, and the first one is volume 25 of Naruto. The only reason why I picked this one up is because I had the first box set gifted to me at the beginning of the year, and inside that particular box set had 2 volumes of 24, so I needed to pick up 25, hence the reason why it's in this. I do still need to pick up the last box set, but I'm currently trudging my way through Naruto Shippuden. I am actually in love with it, to be honest. I've never got that far. I've got up to the 5 Kage Summit and never really got any further than that. But this time around I was like, do you know what, push through, see how it goes. Like, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I love the part where I've just finished the part where Shikamaru like almost like so, but he didn't, which is good. So I can't wait to see where this goes. I'm really excited. I know how it ends, obviously, but I haven't seen it animated, and I know that the anime kind of fleshed out the series a little bit more than the manga, because I believe Kishimoto kind of got tired of having to like stretch out the story, where I don't think he had an end goal when it came to Naruto, which is a shame, but it's my childhood. I love it. So that is number 25. I'm probably going to do a reread at one point. I don't know when though. And next up is volume 24 of Blue Exorcist. I really enjoy this series. I'm up to date now. So yeah, I haven't actually read this, but I believe this carries on from where we were in previous volume, and that is in the past, trying to find out a little bit more about Rin's mum and how Rin's mum met Satan. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I can't wait to read this, and then we'll be pre-ordering number 25. On to the bigger volume. So next up is the larger volumes that I've purchased this month, and the first one being Beyond the Clouds. I haven't really got much to say about this particular volume, purely because I've only recently got it and I haven't read it. But volume 1 was really good. I love the art style. I love the fact that it's not just black and white. There's a lot of grey tones in it, and the art style is just so cute. Here's like an illustration, not like one of the panels, but it's so cute. It's definitely Studio Ghibli style type fantasy. Yeah, I can't wait to see where this goes. So that's volume 2 of Beyond the Clouds. Next up is another one that I haven't read yet, unfortunately, but that is A Perfect World, or Perfect World volume 2. I really did enjoy volume 1, and I can't wait to see what happens in this particular volume. Volume 1, parts of it was a little bit uncomfortable for me to read, purely because of our main lead and how much he is in pain, so it was uncomfortable for me to read. But I really want to see where this series goes. I want to know like what happens between the couple, like, you know, do they get together in the end, do they not? But I really enjoyed volume 1, so I cannot wait to pick up. I cannot wait to read volume 2, but that is Perfect World. Next up is my favourite Josei title by far, and you guys probably know what it is by now, and that is Sweat and Soap. I don't care, this title sounds weird, it's pretty weird, it's quirky, it's dorky. I love it. I have actually read this volume. I read it pretty much the day that I got it, and when it came in from pre-order. Towards the end of this volume, gets a little bit steamy, not gonna lie. They end up at a Japanese bathhouse, or what's it called? An onsen? I think it's an onsen they end up with. I can't remember. I think it's an onsen. But things get a little bit hot and steamy, a little bit sweaty, and a lot of soap is involved. I'm just saying. But this has now been upgraded from a rating as older teen to mature, i.e. 18 plus, so do bear that in mind if you are thinking of picking up the series. But I would definitely give at least volume 1 a go. This is such a cute, funny series. I cannot wait to see where volume 4 goes. I've pre-ordered everything that I can possibly pre-order so far. I'm really thoroughly enjoying this, and I do recommend this. Obviously, if you're under 16, I wouldn't touch it because it's a little bit smexy, but if you are of age, give it a go. So next up, these are kind of like 2 random volumes, and that would be Children of the Whales volume 11, which you guys would know I picked up from Dave's Comics the other day from my vlog, and the other one is the pre-order that came in, and that's volume 15. I seriously need to catch up with this. I've read up to volume 10 and really enjoyed it. The art style in this is really gorgeous, but I don't want to show you because obviously we're at volume 11 and volume 15, so it's kind of spoiler, but I found a panel from the front, so hopefully that's not spoilery. But the art style is gorgeous. Viz Media has done stunningly well when it comes to the publication of this, but definitely give it a go. It's more of a darker shoujo, but it's definitely worth the read. Next up is I believe it's a seinen, please do correct me if I'm wrong because I never seem to get this one right, and that is Hell's Paradise Volume 3. I really enjoyed Volume 1. I'm still yet to read Volume 2 and 3, but I will get round to it probably sometime this week or next week. But I thoroughly enjoyed Volume 1. This follows an assassin named Gabimaru. He ends up being betrayed by his village and then captured and basically tortured to death. However, he doesn't die, so he then gets taken to the shogun and told that he needs to go to Paradise Island and collect an immortal elixir. However, this Paradise Island isn't exactly paradise, it's in fact far from it, and kind of battles and like death matches and all sorts of other things ensue from there. So I can't wait to see where Volume 3 takes us. I love the fact that these volumes are thick as well. Like some of the SIG editions from Viz have been quite thin recently, so this is a nice thick one to get your teeth into. But yeah, that's Volume 3 of Hell's Paradise. Next up is one that I have actually read. I finished reading it last night, and honestly I can't wait for Volume 7. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is probably one of my favourite seinen titles. I am absolutely loving this series at the moment. Our main antagonist, I think he's actually worse than Dio. Like, I really don't like him at all. Like, yeah, where we are at the moment, he has, I don't want to like give it away too much because obviously this is a new volume that's just come out, but he's, let's just say he has assumed a new disguise and he is still out in the city. Yeah, I really don't like our villain. He's really strange. His whole fetish with hands like freak me out. I mean, I don't really like long bony hands, like that really freaks me out. So whenever I see that illustration in here, it freaks me the hell out, but I'm still enjoying this series nonetheless. The fact that is it Jotaro or Josuke? I can't remember which one it is now that I like. The one from part 3, is it Jotaro? I think it's Jotaro. It's Jotaro, right? It's Jotaro. I love the fact that he is still in this. Oh, I love him so much. But I'm hoping that Fizz gives us an announcement for part 5 within the next few months. Although we have, I think we've got another like 3 volumes left until we finish part 4. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. If you haven't picked it up, please do. I am only collecting part 4 at the moment, but I will eventually go back and fill in the gaps. But I'm really enjoying this. And the last two are both Clamp titles. But next up is Chobits by Clamp, the 20th anniversary edition. This is a really nice release. However, I feel like it should have been the same size as Cardcaptor Sakura and the Magic Knight Rayearth collector's editions as well. It just looks odd on the shelf where it's like different heights from it. I haven't got the Magic Knight Rayearth ones, but I have got the Cardcaptor Sakura ones, and it just looks really odd considering it's supposed to be a 20th anniversary edition. You'd have thought it'd been like the same size, but that's like one of my gripes. But I'm gonna do another video about this particular volume, about this particular release, so watch out for that. But I have no idea what this series is about really, other than the fact that it kind of follows on from Angelic Layer, so I'm curious to see what goes on, if there's any similarities or whatnot. Also, do tell me like which one do I read first? Do I read Angelic Layer first or do I read Chobits? Because I don't want to spoil which one I should read first. But yeah, that's Chobits Collector's Edition Volume 1. I have actually got the next one pre-ordered as well, so I'm hoping I really enjoy Volume 1. If not, I'm just going to cancel the pre-order. But last but not least is my baby, is the collector's edition of Cardcaptor Sakura Volume 5. This series It's gorgeous. You guys know my thoughts on this. This is such a beautiful release by Kodansha. The only gripe I have about it, there's not enough colour pages considering it is a collector's edition. So, but yeah, gorgeous magical girl series, possibly one of Clamp's best series in my opinion, although Holic or XXX Holic kind of is on par for me. But I absolutely adore this series. If you haven't picked it up, do give it a go. Obviously when it's on sale, because these are pretty darn expensive. In the UK they're about between 20 and 25 pounds, and I don't know how many there's going to be of this. So far we're at volume 5, but I'm thinking we might end up being like 10 volumes or 12 volumes, I don't know. So it's going to get a little bit heavy for your wallet, but it's such a gorgeous release, so it's definitely worth the investment. If you haven't picked it up or you haven't read it, do give it a go. But that is a volume 5 of Cardcaptor Sakura. So that's it guys, that was my August haul for 2020. It wasn't as big as what it normally is. I will still be doing haul videos when I can and with whatever I get each month. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've seen anything in this video or in my collection video that you want me to do an in-depth review on, please do leave it down in the comment section below, because I will get round to it at some point, because I'm going to now bulk film, because I have a laptop now guys. I don't have to edit off my iPad anymore, so hopefully you can tell the difference between my editing styles from my laptop versus my iPad, although I'm still new to this, so do please bear that in mind. I'm still learning. But I also want to do some more, I really want to start streaming, but I don't really know when's the best day to do it, because obviously I'm working now, so I'm a bit like, what do I do? I'm thinking I might do an odd stream on a Wednesday evening, so I don't work on Thursdays, so I feel like that's probably the best way to go. But obviously I'm gonna have to work out time differences, because most of you guys actually watch me from America and Canada, so yeah, it's about 6-hour time difference between us. So yeah, I have to think about that. But Wednesday evenings are definitely a possibility. But yeah, anyway, I've rambled on for way longer than what I should have for this video. I do apologise. Thank you if you have stuck around to watch it to the end. Thank you to all my lovely new subbies and everybody that's popped over onto my Instagram and followed me on there. I love you all so much. I really don't know why anybody watches me. I'm such a dork. But yeah. Until next time guys, have a good one. Bye.